As the curtains falls on 2024, we are taking a moment to reflect on the state of security of, in Nigeria. It's been a year marked by significant security challenges, with various incidents leaving an indelible mark on the nation. From the insurgency in the northeast to the banditry in the northwest, kidnapping in the southeast, and communal clashes in the middle belt, the country has been plagued by numerous security threats. The impact of this incident has been felt across the nation, leaving many Nigerians questioning the effectiveness of the country's security apparatus. As we review the year, we want to hear from you, our viewers, of course, about your take on security, challenges. Would you say that security in your area has improved in 2024? Have the efforts of the government, which we have, seen, they've said it countless numbers of times that there's been a lot of massive effort. So have that effort of the government and security agencies made a tangible impact on the safety and well-being of citizens, or are there still concerns and fears about personal safety and security? Now, this is, of course, the time for us to hear from you, to share your thoughts, your concerns, experience when it comes to the security or lack of it in Nigeria currently. So the numbers will be displayed on your TV screen or your devices, where you can reach us via any of this number, and also you can send your WhatsApp message via the first number. Make sure as you're sending the message to include your name and where you're sending the message from. And if you're calling, please do stay away from your devices, and that way we get to hear from you, or you tone down the volume. Also, you can need to be concise. You need to pick your words and choose your words really clearly. It's all about finding solutions and not pointing blame. All right, we've got a first caller. Good morning.
Good
morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Ismail calling from Niger.
I beg your pardon, can you say that again?
I'm Ismail calling from Niger.
Oh, Ismail from Niger State. Good to have you. Now, Niger State has faced a lot of insecurity challenges. What's your take on 2024 so far? Yeah,
actually, in the problem of insecurity, I think Niger State is one of the states that have been affected a lot. And as far Middle Belt is concerned, I think aside from Benue, I think Niger is the most affected too. To my personal perspective, I think all these happenings are things that can be contained if there is sanity and sincerity within the security network. The issue of Abubakar Haram, when came in, we know that all circumstances, they are all man-made problems. Because some years back, even the Western world, we said the most happiest country, the most happiest nation in the world is Nigeria. They did say it. So I believe that the issue of terrorism are things being planted into us in order to destabilize us. That is that. So secondly, I think the security network has improved to compare with when the issue of Boko Haram started. There are a lot of improvement now. At least if we are to refer to 2024 to previous years, I think there are a lot of improvements, and we thank God for that. We have less bombing to compare to previous years. Also, activities have drastically reduced, and also the issue of banditry, as you can see, where it started, at least by now, it has reduced to some extent, if not in the northwest, which I think it is maybe I think in the issue of the northwest, I think it is most of the citizens that have all this thing, because we're now putting in court, like in Safana, aside the Safana local government. In Basari, or in Safana, there is a village called Runka. The village head was caught. Even the village head himself happened to be an informant to the banditry, to the bandits. He even went to the extent of giving his own relative to the bandit just to be given ransom. So you see, most of these things are the thing killing us. And let me come back to my own state, Niger State. In my own area of the Niger State, one of the problems we face most is the issue of Boko Haram, the issue of banditry. But at least, alhamdulillah, the issue of we have some local vigilantes, which are really doing great. With the activities of the local vigilantes and the Nigerian Army, that's 51 battalion, and 101 battalion, at least, they have done well. Because sometime last year, if I'm not mistaken, last year or last 2 years, they came even to attack the barrack. But for the fact that the men are so gallant enough, they were able to deal with these people. A lot of them were killed, a lot of them were arrested. And if you see the men, most especially the vigilantes, if you see them in the bush, you never, what are they saying, for God's sake? These are people that sacrifice their lives, the life of their family, just to make sure the community is in peace. How much are they paid, for God's sake? The military men, are they well equipped? In my own area of the Niger State, at least, in my own area of the Niger State, we have, that is even the base of Tokeno. But one of the forests, that's Candy Lake National Park now, you cannot even go in there. You dare not. Because there are some people, even the leaders being called Mahmouda, they were doing the activities, nobody can even question them. And we have the Tokeno in our area, what are they looking for?
All right. I appreciate you, Ismail, for that, for even questioning, what is happening. But then, yeah, a lot of things have been going on. There seem to be a loophole. Yes, there is perhaps, some progress, just like Ismail have said. But do we have another caller? All right, so basically you can just go ahead, call any numbers on your TV screen. Let's hear from you. If you have, a different opinion from what Ismail is saying, we'd like to hear from you about that. Insecurity so far of 2024, what is your take on it? Good morning.
Good morning, Summayya.
Good morning, Shatima from Maiduguri. Good to have you.
Thank you.
Let's hear your take on today's topic.
Well, honestly speaking, we should appreciate God. We see changes in some areas. Like here in Maiduguri, we see a lot of changes. But even though there are still some bad things that are happening somewhere. But I think we, apart from the contribution of the security agencies, we citizens, we have a role to play. You see, it is among us that people are smuggling food items, ammunition to these terrorists. We should desist from that. If you take arms to terrorists, if you do not fall victim directly, you fall victim indirectly, because these terrorists, what they kill is it is father. What they kill is uncles and brothers. If it's not directly your uncle or your father, the father of your neighbor will fall victim. Then what is the can you tell me the gain that you will have by supplying them with arms? So people should understand this is war. It's not for security agencies. It's for all of us. We have to gang together and fight them. I can remember 2011. Here in Maiduguri, all of us, we take, some of us, we take sticks, some we take, cutlass, and we chase them out. That's what we will do all the time. Terrorism is the only solution for terrorism is counter-terrorism. You come out and test them. That's the only thing that we can save ourselves. But the security personnel, they are doing their own efforts. But the citizens on the ground, they are sabotaging their effort by taking arms and food to these securities, to these bandits. We should desist from that. Honestly speaking, by the time we were doing that, we are giving them more strength, and it will not help us. It will damage our society. We should be conscious of what we are doing all the time. we should give these security agencies a maximum cooperation. If anywhere we know their hideout, we make sure that we say something about it. So that's the only thing that we can sanitize our society.
Yeah.
But here in Maiduguri, we thank God, by coming out of this civilian JTF, things have become subsidized. Okay. I call for other states, they should emanate from what we do here. They should cooperate with the security agencies, and they should come out anywhere they know bad egg was hiding. They should try and put it out, please. Thank you so much. That's my take.
I appreciate you, Shatima, for sharing your take. Always a pleasure having you. Yeah, talking about the insecurity. Shatima is echoing what our previous caller Ismail said, which is so far it has lessened a bit, even though we saw emergence of new group like the Lakurawa group, but we've seen more effort from the security agencies and the agents in general. So there is appreciation of that. But Shatima gave a tip of how about we also do our own quota as citizens, talking about how we can also aid the security agents with informations. While growing up, when we're growing up, we used to be so alert where if a visitor comes into a village, the village head is notified. That way we get to know that there is a new person, and that village head sends town crier around to tell the villagers that we have a new visitor. That way you can hold these people accountable and pay attention to that. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Yes, your name and where you're calling from?
This is Abubakar calling from Gombe State.
Abubakar from Gombe. Good to have you this morning. Let's hear your take.
Thank you. Sincerely speaking, I want to appreciate Mr. Shetima and the first caller. They have spoken my heart. But in all, their TV station is a unique station, a dynamic station, a proactive station. Yes, these are the kind of TV stations we really need. The backroom staff are working. The on-the-scene cameramen are working. And the presenters are working. All of you are wonderful. And I wish you will go forward in doing this next year. God will strengthen you and strengthen all the staff of Trust TV.
Amen to that.
Now, what is security? It is this security review is something that we need to review our minds, our mindset. The country needs to review security in totality. Look at what is happening in Ukraine and Russia. It goes down to security. Look at Israel and Hamas, Palestinians. It goes down to speak volumes about security. What is security? Security means all precautionary measures that are taken to protecting life, property, image of a country, organization. Even the presidency needs to be secured. National Assembly needs to be secured. Every walk of life needs to be secured. We talk security because of what? Enemies. Unseen and seen enemies. We talk security because of fear. 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 That is why we talk security. We also talk security because of possible harm and loss. You'll be walking on the road and you will lose your phone. They will snatch your phone from you. That is security. We need to review it. What is security risk? Security risk has to do with anything or any life that is under threat to safety. Be it a church, an organization, a state, local government, and country at large. So security issue is not something we take to levity. We just play over it. There are several types of security which we need to probe into. Number one is active security. How active are we in ensuring that we present this active security? What are the gadgets, the type of look at what is happening in Ukraine. How Russia cannot defeat Ukraine? Is it not because they have military hardware? We should also acquire that because we have enemies around us. There are a lot of countries that doesn't like us. Look at what the president of Niger was talking about. So active security we must look at active security. What of passive security? When we talk about passive security, do we have passive security on ground? We don't have them. Look at the CIA. Do you know what it means to be passive? You have underground police. Do we have SSS, DSS? We don't have them. Something we'll be having undercover security men, we don't have them. But I'm so appreciative of this your session. They have undercover men. They dig out information that people cannot, our military men, our police, our DSS cannot dig it, they uproot it. And that is why we are enjoying this station. Personally, I don't watch any other station. This is my favorite station, even more than CNN. When we talk about micro security, what is micro security? This is the security that has to do with local government and the sub-areas surrounding us. When we talk about micro and micro security, these are things we need to really double into. What of passive security, detective security? We are all lacking in this aspect. But glory be to God. The president has really tried. We have a military president who was 0/100. Who was 0? He had 0/100%. Then look at this man. He came in. He's doing wonderfully well. I am in Gombe. I'm in Gombe. Look at the security architecture. Everybody is working. The police are working. The military are working. So,
do we still have Abasego on the line? All right, appreciate you, Abasego. I don't know what happened. I think it's the network. But thank you for sharing your take, going deep dive into it. I think Abasego gave a really open details of how, security works and how we need to look into it. And hence the reason why, of course, we always love to hear from you, because someone is there with a pack of knowledge somewhere and that needs to be shared for our country. Talking about, security, where he explained from the micro, the macro, and even to a very large extent, talking about how we have to do our own part. Now we know that some local governments even took the initiative to create their own vigilante group in order to fight this insecurity, banditry, and terrorizing their areas. And we appreciate those states for, local government for taking that initiative. It all boils down to us. We have to start by doing our own. And Abasego echoed or re-echoed what the two previous callers talked about, which is making sure we also do our parts. And so far, they're giving at least some kudos to and applaud to the security agents that we have, talking about the police, the NCDC, talking about the air forces, talking about the Nigerian army. A lot has been done, even the customs. Everybody, I think, is doing their part so far. Good morning.
Good morning, my sister. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yes, good.
Yeah. Is this Ade?
My name is Ade.
Ade, good to have you this morning.
Yeah, good, thank you.
Yeah, let's hear you.
I think it would be nice if your callers are very strict with what you have displayed.
Okay.
We all know what they call security. All you are asking is that improvement or lack of improvement.
Yeah.
To my mind, what I can express is that the government has tried their best. I will take one thing away from Shetima. He hit that nail on the head that everybody should be security conscious of their area, of their local. When you see a stranger, you allow the necessary authority. Because recently, a man was with his wife and daughter was kidnapped in Southwest. They demand for 70 million. They have just been released now. Somebody is telling me they pay 10 million. That 10 million could have done a lot of things for the family. But that has gone to kidnappers. So it's everywhere, but the government cannot do it alone. Individual in their local area, you have to contribute your own. And when you see something going on, you say something. You see, the only thing that we enjoy most in UK here is security. Not that there is no crime, then you know that as soon as you step out of your house, anywhere you go, CCTV is there. Anywhere you go, they can trace you. Everywhere you went. You enter the underground, you went in the bus, anywhere. Until you come back inside your house. Then you are not on government view. But once you step out to your house, so you'll be conscious of what you are going to do when you go out. That's why they can catch criminals. Yeah. No matter how they run, they will catch them. Because CCTV, but I don't think we can afford that now in Nigeria with the level of our economy. But every local should be very observant of whatever they are going. And if you know that you can't feel safe, don't go out in the night. Don't travel in the night. Don't travel at a quiet hour in some areas. You understand? So in Southwest now, if you are traveling on Sunday evening, you are bound to be kidnapped in many areas because everywhere is quiet. So people should be conscious of their timing, where they go and how they go out. So that's all my view. So only God can secure person. Yeah. We are just trying as human beings. Even with police escort, they will attack the police, kill the person, or kidnap the person. So it's only God that individually should be more conscious of their environment and the new people around them. Yeah. Thank you, and God bless Nigeria.
God bless you too, and amen to that. Thank you so much, Ade, for that. I mean, Ade just spoke right to the heart, saying that people should at least be extra security conscious. Still saying that so far the military, Nigerian security agencies have done a lot. They've tried their best, and we need to do. I want to say they've done good, but we're hoping best would come in 2025. That effort should continue. We saw how some people take initiative to help secure their state. We still saw how some saboteurs are the one given information to these bandits to come and invade the house of their own neighbors or even family members in order to kidnap them and get ransom. We've seen villagers given information of the village plan to bandits in order to attack them. So as much as we have the good people, they're the evil ones. And even if you think that, oh, you're not the one kidnapping or doing the banditry, you're still part of the system. You're still the people creating this horrors happening in your own society. And what do you gain from it? Peanuts from that, which is not really worth it. So as much as we want to hold the leaders accountable, it's also up to us to do our own quota. And especially when it comes to security, when they say it is every man's business, that is literally it. You have to also pay attention to your environment. If you notice somebody that does not even have a job, all of a sudden is having mighty amount of money, I know that is how the US and the UK do. You call it their attention. And yes, Nigeria is far from getting to the CCTV stage. So I think we have to be deliberate in being our own CCTV, paying attention to what is happening in your own area and locality. And appreciate Ade for that. You can go ahead and call us via the 2 numbers displayed on your TV screen, any of them, and make sure you say your name and where you're calling from. And also you can send WhatsApp messages. All right, I think due to time constraint, we've already spent that minutes. I didn't even know that, but appreciate the callers that were able to connect with us to share their take on the 2024 review of security matters in our country.